everybody, I'm Jasmine and I'm a Thermomix team manager. Today I'm going to interview Oretha from Oretha Senior Concierge Services. And so what she does is she actually provides solutions for families who cannot bring their parents to hospitals and stuff like that. Would you want to tell me more about it?
Yeah, okay, thanks Jasmine. So my services is about helping children who are living out of Malaysia or maybe far away from their another town in KL, out of KL, everything. So they help. So my services is to bring the senior citizens for hospital appointments, accompany them from the beginning to the end. That means I sit in with the doctors, take in their notes, update the children, take in their medication, help them with small errands, and then I'll send them back home. Besides hospital appointments, I also do home management. Home management meaning seeing through their bills, what is needed to be fixed in the house. I will update the children, and then once they give the okay, then I will contact who is needed to be contacted to come and fix the place. Teach them how to do simple basic computer, WhatsApp, learning how to do FaceTime.
That's very important, right?
It's very important.
But more important is the doctor's thing, right?
Correct.
Because maids cannot lah, but a lot of maids, either they're not bothered or they don't really understand what the doctor wants from the patient, right?
Correct.
But people like you, educated, speak English, you understand, and sometimes the patient don't really speak English very well.
Yes, that's true.
And so you are the person who connects the doctor to the patient, right?
I think that's very important because many times the children face this problem when the parents go to the doctor, when the children ask them, so daddy, mommy, how was the appointment? Okay lah, so they don't give the details, but in actual fact there is more than that. So I always treat my I don't call them clients, I like to call them my seniors, as though it is my parents. I'll ask the right question based on what the children give me, and I'll try to ask more so that I can write a report back to the children so that they understand what is the whole situation from the appointments.
Okay, so today what we're going to do is actually we're going to cook with the Thermomix, and this is very good for caregivers because it auto cooks by itself. Or it's also very good for seniors who need to use it, okay? So the food is very easy. It's 3 chicken thighs, 1 potato, large one. This is turmeric leaf for decoration. You can use parsley as well. Actually, devil's chicken that we're making today is super spicy normally, right? But it requires about 30 dried chilies, and I'm only using about 15. To make it less spicy because we have a kid here, 10-year-old kid who's eating. Okay, then we have, I'm going to give the recipe, but this is buah keras. It makes the dish creamy because in this dish we're not using santan. This is galangal, okay, ginger, garlic, and then this is cut lemongrass, which I got from my mom's garden, so it's actually organic. 1 onion, okay, because we're using less chili, we need to make it bright red. So I'm going to use a little bit of red chili powder, which is something that we normally don't use. We use more dried chilies, okay? And then we are going to use turmeric. We can use fresh turmeric or turmeric powder, and we can use a little bit of cabbage as well. Oil, vinegar. This dish calls for vinegar instead of some other sour things. A pinch of sugar. Normally it uses hot dogs and bacon bones, which I don't really like processed food, so we're going to use this without, okay? Now you remove the cover. Okay, this is called the steaming basket. This is where we cook rice for cancer patients and people with diabetes, because when you add the rice inside here, add the water, it stirs the water, okay, the blade stirs the water, cooks the rice and remove a lot of starch in the rice. So this is a very good machine to use, okay? Now, alright, so step 1, add in the 1 tablespoon of mustard seed. Okay, just all the way. Just put it all in. Yes.
All in?
Yes, all in. Okay, then we're going to weigh the machine. I'm going to turn here, press the weighing scale. Okay, for this dish, we use quite a lot of oil now. So we're going to use 40 grams of oil. Normally we will use 80 grams, but we're using half the amount. So you see, as Oretha weighs the oil. This is how we use it. Okay, so now my 1 gram is very little. All right. 3. Okay, close the lid. Okay, then flip it over to the right. Okay. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Wow, the dal is so soft.
Yeah, it's very
So
soft
silent.
compared to the other one. Okay. Aroma or 120 lah. Let's choose 120. Okay. Speed 1. And this dog is
Yes, and my dog is snoring.
so, okay. So now we pop the mustard seeds already. Okay, so now we're going to add the dried chilies.
Without the water.
So we didn't remove the seeds. If you want, you can remove the seeds. Okay, so this is all the ingredients. I'll list down later. Okay. Okay. And
Onion?
1 onion. Yes. All of it. Okay. 1 teaspoon of the powder.
Cumin powder?
Yes. Yes. And 1 teaspoon of this red chili powder. The Indian red chili powder is always the better one, very red, you know. Just to get the red color. Yes. In it goes. Okay, so we close the lid. We're just going to blend it, speed them. Then you can hear when it sounds like that, it's done. Okay,
So silent compared to the pan.
yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So that's it.
Scrape it out.
So you always go clockwise. And we like it rough chopped like this. Okay. So that you have a little bite to it. I want 8 minutes. Okay, 120. Okay, speed 1. Okay, so Oretha, tell me about what do you do when you pick somebody up from their house? Okay?
Okay, so basically the process starts, just say if their appointment's at 8 o'clock, that means I have to be at their home there, just say about 6:45.
Wow, that's very early.
Very early.
Because they walk very slow, they move very slow.
Correct.
A lot of them,
That's
right?
right. Okay, for example, yesterday I had to bring an auntie for a CT scan, yeah?
Okay.
So her registration is at 7 o'clock in the morning at PPUM.
Oh, okay.
Scan appointments confirmed 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So I had to be at her place there at 6 o'clock in the morning
Alright.
at Sri Manja Court.
Okay.
So even though it takes a very fast journey, but I always factor in the time because of their getting ready, their walking and everything. So I pick them up from their home and then we drive to the hospital. So what I normally do is that I will drop them at the lobby and get them to wait for me.
Put them somewhere safe in the
Yes.
lobby. Now they have to
QR
scan
scan and all that, yeah.
sanitize their hands and
Correct,
everything, right?
yeah.
They sit properly.
And wait at the lobby. So
Right.
before MCO is the same practice as well. So I will explain to them, I will go and park the car, wait for me, and we'll do the whole process of registration together.
Right.
So after parking, I will take them, go in, register, and then the process of waiting starts lah.
Okay.
So during the time of waiting, we just talk about things lah. Sometimes they like to talk about the things which happened to them a long time ago.
Yes,
Yeah?
because
they have a
they're
lot of
probably very
stories.
lonely.
Yes.
And so that's where the other thing that people forget is that a lot of times the helpers are not bothered
Correct.
in listening.
Correct.
But people like you
Yes.
really pay attention to them.
Yes.
Be a friend, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So it's
okay.
not about me building their trust, I have to build their trust in me. So
Yes.
they need to be comfortable with me.
Yes, yes.
So every time I ask them, are you okay? Are you feeling alright? Do you need to go to the toilet? So on and off, I need to make sure that they are alright, they are comfortable and everything. Most of my clients are all mobile, they can walk on themselves. But in the hospital, I would some may need a wheelchair because you know how the walkways
it's
are
very far.
very far.
Yes.
So that would quicken my process of walking as well.
Yes.
But there are some who just say like, it's okay, I'll walk. And you know, I have to learn how to really slow down my walking and learn how to be about at their pace. So everything is about them. It's not about me when I'm with my client.
I know she's very good, you know, it's like she really takes care of people. I've known you for many years already, right? Yeah, so I know this is something that the customers who send their parents for you to take care really appreciate, right?
Yeah. So some of my clients ask me, I don't know how you do it, Oretha, just sitting down there. And because they know their parents' karena, right?
Okay.
And sometimes I've seen the karena before, okay? So I always tell them, I always encourage them now. I think maybe because I'm not family, I'm third party for them, right?
Yes.
So maybe they can lash it out of me now. And then I have this very calm face and go like, you know, it's okay. You know, sometimes it's not because. Then they realize like, oh gosh, okay, you know, then they learn how to calm down. So every week, sometimes I hear the same story, but I always make it like as though it's the first time I'm hearing it.
Yes.
So I let them talk. I let them talk. Whatever they want to say is really up to them. So it's about them, nothing more about me. My service is to assist them that they live independently because their children are far away, and sometimes I really empathize on the children. Not to say that they don't want to be here, but the circumstances is that they are like that. You know? So I really give all out what I can. I always tell the children, I will try my best. Whatever you need, whether I can do or cannot do, I will say I will try my best. I cannot do, I will do.
Caleb is like
he's going to press the button.
Yes, thank you, Caleb. Press the button.
He cannot tahan.
Press the button, Caleb. Yeah,
Because
that's when they finish the cooking session, there's a little sound. Yeah.
So,
okay. Potatoes in first. There's a reason why, because potatoes take longer time to cook than the chicken. So when I put potatoes in after the chicken, it didn't work. Okay, the chicken. This was very good soy sauce.
Okay, put everything inside.
Everything inside. Okay. Alright. Okay. Then 20 grams of vinegar. Okay. So you flip it to the right. Yes. And then we put 20 grams. Which is quite a lot actually.
It's okay because it needs the sour taste.
Yeah. And some people put the vinegar after. It has a different taste than when you put it before. When you put before, it has a more mellow flavor to it, which I prefer. Oh, just nice 20 grams. Okay. Now. Okay, then we're going to put a pinch of sugar. Okay, because why? We're not putting ajinomoto. So just 1/4 of a less than that. Okay, just that amount. Okay, and we're going to put in okay, now this is how you remove the cover. From here, the sharp end, you just pull it out. Okay, this way. Alright, you just pour in 1 cup of water inside. Okay, and then just pour in. That's it. Okay, so you close the cover. Alright, then eggs. Yes, so easy, right? Okay, 15 minutes. Okay, 120. Reverse spoon stirring.
Oh, sorry.
So reverse pressing. No, it's okay. Okay, done. Okay, that's it.
Okay, that's what and also like end of last year, I had to help an auntie. She was staying in an apartment to move to a home.
Yes.
It was quite a traumatic thing for her lah.
Yes,
emotionally she was a bit disturbed in a sense that.
I think it's very common for them to be very unhappy, to to be moving to an old folks home. They feel abandoned.
Correct.
When actually they shouldn't feel abandoned, but more like there's help that's there to take care of them while the kids are working, right?
This is the kids are not even working; they are overseas. All the children are overseas.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
And she kept telling me, I used to have this place in downtown in KL. I don't know why my children cannot let me stay by my own. So every time I go, she tells me the same time to repeat and tell her, Auntie, it's not about that, and all that.
But when they fall down, nobody's there to take care of them. We've heard
correct.
about stories where old folks fell down,
Yes, and nobody at home.
And like for 7 hours, they've already broken their hips and they're alone in pain, and they forget about that kind of thing, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So for them, they miss the freedom of going out
Yes.
by themselves, going to their familiar places and everything.
Yes.
So I see her at 1 week once, but now because of the MCO, now the homes have been they have restricted going in and out, so I have not been seeing her for 1 week already.
Okay.
So I see her most of every Tuesdays or Thursdays. I take her to the origin market. I let her eat what she wants to eat.
So you're not just a person who takes people to the hospitals.
Yes.
But there are customers or clients who hire you to spend time with their parents,
Correct.
right?
Yes. So besides hospital appointments, I also do things like this, where that means I go home visit.
Yes.
Home visit could be also they just want me to be at home with them, or if we plan ahead, we will say, okay, she said maybe want to go somewhere to Mid Valley or something.
Right.
2 weeks ago, I brought her to Mid Valley. Wow, she's like
So happy,
excited.
right? Yeah, because they actually get out, right?
Yes. And the first thing she went like, I need to buy vegetarian food. I was like, okay, let's go eat vegetarian food then, because she's vegetarian.
Right.
So I mean, even though it was just going to Aeon in Mid Valley,
Melaka. Yes.
It's already 3 hours,
Yes.
because their walking is slower. Actually, we didn't go many places, just to Aeon Market, food court, and then that's it.
Okay, so
happy.
the other service that you offer is home visits as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about home visits.
Yeah, so home visits, what I do with them is that sometimes we'll do home management together. That means maybe if they have some bills that need to pay and everything, I will go through the bills or some letters that came in, they're not too sure.
Right.
So I'll read to them what it is all about. And then I would normally update the children, take a picture and update, say, okay, these bills came and everything, so how do we go about with it? So either they will pay wherever they are and they will send me the receipt, and then I'll print it out, I will file for them nicely and everything, and then I've even showed an uncle and auntie how to do WhatsApp web.
Oh,
okay, so
yes.
Yes.
I just did that with one Indian
WhatsApp
uncle
web.
on Saturday. It was so funny because he wanted to forward a video to his sister. He didn't know how. Even simple things that we take for granted, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I always call it my computer skills senior 101. I said, okay, come join my 101 class. I'll sit them down, write for them step by step and everything. So every week I will remind them, hey, how do you go into WhatsApp web again?
Yes.
So they will show me.
Yes. And her services will be shown down below at this video.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can contact her. Okay, so meantime, what else do you do? What else do you offer?
Okay, besides that, actually you must understand that my service is a non-medical. They must be very clear. Some people think that I'm a caretaker,
Yes.
but I'm not. But even though if you need any source of resources in terms of like getting a caretaker or what, I can help to get them connected and everything. Besides that,
You're non-medical means you're not expected to come in, check the BP. That is a nurse's job, right?
Yes. Check BP I can do because I do check my BP lah. But you ask me to change wound, change tube feeding, I don't do that. Yes, catheter, yes, and all that. So they need to be very clear because these are independent living seniors by themselves. So my service is to give them that type of extra support. That's what it is basically. Yeah. So besides hospital appointments and also home management, I also bring them out for outings if they want. If they want to go to
which the kids can't do that.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
So or the kids definitely kids can't do because they're not around most of the time.
Or sometimes they're invited to a wedding.
Yes.
But now it's a COVID thing. There's no weddings. But
correct.
previously there was a wedding. They need somebody to come and pick them up, make sure that they are safe.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Make sure that they walk in safely, they have their food, everything, and then go back home safely as well.
So they treat me as though like I'm part of the family. So I go with them. Before MCO, I had a very special request. I was with a family. The senior is on wheelchair. The family was going for a holiday to Pulau Pangkong.
Okay.
So they hired me to drive them there. I had a 4-day, 3-night holiday, just taking care of the auntie. Yeah.
But it's not a holiday for you because
yeah, it's not a holiday.
work,
Yes, it's actually
right?
work for me.
That's what some
yeah.
people forget. No, it's
Yeah.
not holiday. It's really, really work where
Correct.
you really make sure that that person in a wheelchair really have a great time.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's because they don't want to exclude the mother, even though she's old.
Yes.
So in terms of making her be part of it, so I came along. So
Yes.
I drove her and her daughter, and we went to Bangkok. It was a good, interesting request.
Yes.
And it was an eye opener for me as well, basically. So we also have like things where we can go. I haven't done even like sending a senior off to the airport. So what I do is that I pick them up. Okay, much earlier. Normally 2 hours. I go 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
earlier.
because you're not a Grab car
Yes,
driver, but
I am not
what
a
you
Grab-
really should
yes.
is you send them to the airport.
Yes,
You make sure that their
wait
passport,
in,
their
yes.
tickets are all
Correct,
done,
correct.
right?
So all the information beforehand, the children will give it to me, and make sure I always make sure that they always have an airport assistant. So I will check in with them. I'll wait with them. I'll make sure they get the wheelchair. I'll stand there until I wave goodbye to them until they cannot see me. And
Yes.
one auntie asked, "Are you following me all the way?" I said, "I wish I was going with you, but no, I'm not."
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
And so that this kind of thing, what people forget is that although you charge from the time you pick them up, but the time spent actually starts way before
Yes.
where you have to call. Okay,
Correct.
who is the
Correct.
person at the airport to
Yes.
receive the mother
Yes.
or father,
Yeah.
right?
And then even if I have to estimate, okay, if the person was going to Singapore, okay, just in an hour and a half or whatever, then I have to check with the doctor, did that person came in? Right? So my responsibility is not just until I drop them off, you know.
Right.
For me as a person, I feel that I have to make sure that they arrive safely to the end of it. So people may say that, oh, why do you charge X amount of dollars? But don't forget, I'm not a Grab driver.
Yes.
I don't
And
just
you're not
pick
just
your
a maid.
No, I'm not a maid.
You're a very educated
Yes,
person who makes sure that the person gets from A to B
Correct.
safely. Yes.
And it's a very personalized service.
Yes, that's where the concierge works.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
people
yeah.
always say, "Hey, but concierge is only in hotel." Say, yeah, but hotel concierge do more than just open the door and
Yes.
take your blood. They do whatever I'm doing is what they do. That's what the concierge.
It's like
is
almost a
about.
butler thing in
personal
the
butler, yeah.
hotel.
In a hotel.
Yeah, and so you're doing quite a lot of like butler services also. Like as they walk out the door, you make sure that do you have your water, your scarf, your umbrella, whatever.
Yes.
Thing.
So before I go out anywhere with my senior, first day, appointment card got or not, IC card got or not, pension card got or not.
Yes.
Then they will start checking.
Yeah.
Then we go for any scan. Medicine took already not? Brought your medicine, not? So I have to remind them. So this is all part of what my service is about.
Okay. So again, the email and the contact number will be listed below, and you can contact Oretha about her services later. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. This was very informative.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay, close the cover. We cook for another 4 minutes. Reverse spoon stirring. This one first, and dish it out.
Okay, it's ready.
Yes.
It's ready.
Oh.
Wow.
Some people put in carrots inside that.
Yes.
What do you think of it?
I don't like it personally.
Yeah, me too.
My children don't like the cabbage either. Actually, that's the traditional way, but I don't.
Yes, I don't like the cabbage also, but because we are doing this traditionally, and even then we are supposed to actually put in bacon bones. And there's something I didn't do it here because this is supposed to be a halal video. Okay, so you just sprinkle it on top. So easy.
Yep.
Okay. That's it. Caleb, what do you think? Can you eat spicy food?
Yeah.
Yeah? Should be quite okay.
Should be quite okay.
Caleb's rice.
Steamed rice.
Steamed rice. Okay, so this is how he cooked the rice, right? In the basket. And then this is the water. You see the water is white color. So I don't know why mine is out of focus, but it's white in color, which means that the starch from the rice has gone into the water as it cooks. Yeah.